What's good? Ashley, what's going on? What up, Joseph? What up, what up? Got some studying to do. Thought I'd go live. The best, what up, what up? The best. Who is this? OTN, the person that you watching on here. Give me a shout out, please. I'm always giving shout outs. You gotta donate to get a shout out, man. Ashley, what's up? Nothing. I'm just chilling. About to get some studying in. Oh man. I'm chilling though.
Few questions 21 through 40.
Let's take a look at rationals 41 through 60. Question 41. A 78-year-old reports that she's afraid of her daughter-in-law because she keeps threatening to kick her out of the house where they live and swears at her if she wakes her up. The therapist should A. Encourage the client to confront the daughter-in-law. B. File a mandated report with the police. C. File a mandated report with APS, Adult Protective Services. Or D. Explain how the daughter-in-law's behavior is affecting the client's mental health. So in this case, is this a mandated report? And the answer is no, because emotional abuse is a gray area where it's an optional report. So B and C don't have to be done. And remember, when it's in the home, you report to APS. When it's in a facility, you report to the police. A, we're not going to do because she's afraid of the daughter-in-law. So having her confront the daughter-in-law would not be a safe thing to do. D, you're getting at whether or not there is impact on her emotional health and well-being, which there probably is. And then this would be a time when you could explain how it's an optional report to APS. And so it's at the therapist's discretion. But the best answer here is D, explore how the daughter-in-law's behavior is affecting the client's mental health. And then that could also include explaining to the client how it's an optional report to Adult Protective Services. Number 42, a couple brings their 16-year-old son to a therapist for a first appointment. The mother is concerned that the son has been withdrawn recently and seems depressed. The father reports that he recently found homoerotic material on the son's computer. After the parents consent to the son's treatment, the father demands to know, when will you be able to tell me if my son is gay? What would be the therapist's most appropriate response? So yeah, this is a scenario, we don't already informed consent. And so here's an example. The answer is A, explain the limits of confidentiality to the son and parents. So while they're both there, you want to go over and more specifically the limits of confidentiality and what the son has a right to keep information private from the parents. So it's not the therapist's job to, one, figure out whether the son is gay, and two, even if it ever came up, that it would be at the son's discretion whether or not to share it with his parents. So B, explain to the parents that confidentiality prohibits the therapist from sharing information. Isn't true, that there are some times when information would be shared, like if it was a mandated report or if the client consented to do it. Speaking to the son privately and explaining to him the limits of confidentiality is also something could be done, but the parents really need to understand it too, and it's good for the client, the son, to hear it told to the parents in front of him. D, exploring their expectations of treatment. It's also something that's relevant, but the best answer here in response to the scenario is A. 43, which of the following situations could be considered a breach of ethical conduct by a therapist? A, discussing the stock market during sessions. B, inviting the client to attend a concert. C, loaning a book to a client. E, emailing with the client between sessions. So are there times you may discuss the stock market during sessions? Absolutely. What if your client comes in and he's retired and all his money is in the stock market and it goes up and down and impacts his mood? Is that okay? Absolutely. What about if you invite a client to attend a concert? Would that be considered ethically appropriate? No. So B is the right answer. Can we loan a book to a client? Sure. And people frequently email with clients between sessions about upcoming things, or therapists may give a recommendation or something to a client over email, change an appointment, etc. So the best answer here, the right answer is B. You can't invite a client to a concert. A 69-year-old diabetic client was referred by her doctor. She recently had her leg amputated because she hasn't been following her insulin and diet plan. The client cries in session and tells you that she is paying her daughter to take care of her, but she frequently leaves on extended trips with her new boyfriend, and the client has to, quote, fend for herself. She adds, I just can't manage all this, and I don't see it getting better. Which of the following actions should the therapist take first? A, get a release to speak to the daughter. B, get a release to consult with a doctor about her treatment. C, file a report with Adult Protective Services. D, assess client for potential suicide. So, getting the releases are something that could be done at some point and should be done at some point, especially with the doctor, but they are something that should be done first. So then we're deciding between filing a report with APS and assessing client for potential suicide. She makes this statement about can't handle all this and doesn't see it getting better. So the suicide would
I
trump the
appreciate that,
APS
Ashley.
report. What you'd be looking
What
at
up,
as a
Ron?
possible APS report here is abandonment.
What up, Ron? What's good, everybody, man? Appreciate y'all. Just studying right now. That's all.
APS report isn't super strong in this case, but D is definitely strong. So we'd want to assess for suicide. As far as the order of things, you'd want to lead with the higher risk situation, and that would be D. 45. A therapist in private practice has worked with children for several
Said
years
eat some
and suddenly
chicken.
she loses a child of her own in a car accident. Ever since the therapist has returned from a leave, she finds herself drifting
And
off into her own
watermelon.
thoughts and memories when working with kids. The therapist notices that she is constantly or consistently staring past the children and daydreaming about her child.
Do you like watermelon, brother? Bean pies, Deron?
To other clinicians. B, consult with colleagues regarding countertransference. C, address grief and loss issues and personal psychotherapy. D, journal personal process after every session. So referring children out would be pretty abrupt to do. C, contrast note, so that the APS report isn't super strong in this case, but D is definitely strong. So we'd want to assess for suicide. As far as the order of things, you'd want to lead with the higher risk situation, and that would be D. 45. A therapist in private practice has worked with children for several years when suddenly she loses a child of her own in a car accident. Ever since the therapist has returned from a leave, she finds herself drifting off into her own thoughts and memories when working with kids.
KFC. Ill. No, I'm just playing. I like KFC. It's decent. I like the original, not crispy though. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Happy Feet. What up, Ron? What's good?
The therapist notices that she's constantly or consistently staring past the children and daydreaming about her child. Which of the following actions should the therapist take? A, refer the children out of her practice to other clinicians. B, consult with colleagues regarding countertransference. C, address grief and loss issues and personal psychotherapy. D, journal personal process after every session. So referring children out would be pretty abrupt.
Ashley, he wants some meat in his life.
Feelings regarding countertransference, that's the feelings the therapist has towards her clients, which isn't what's going on here. If she was having countertransference, then that would be a good answer. But C is the best answer because it's the person's own personal issues that are kind of coming up, and that's the kind of thing that you want to address in your own personal psychotherapy. So the best answer is C. Journal personal process after every session is something you could do, but you want to take a little bigger step and actually go to get your own personal psychotherapy. So the best answer here is C. 46. During a session, a client makes a vague threat towards his former boss. When the therapist asks what the client means by the statement, the client ignores the question. What should the therapist do next? Remind the client that you are a mandated reporter. Warn the boss if the client appears agitated. C, insist on clarifying the nature of the statement. D, explore the nature of conflict with former boss. So the best answer here would be C, insist on clarifying the nature of the statement. So you could, say, I just noticed you ignored my question about that. Can you be a little bit clearer? Warning the...
Hello?
Hi, I have 2 missed calls from this number. This is Denise Davis.
Oh, hello, Miss Denise Davis. Oh, this is Ray with Faces. I was just calling before.
He's a trouble spot.
Yeah, yeah, but everything is good. So I'll be seeing him on the third, because tomorrow's a holiday and next week I'll be on vacation, and so yeah, I'll be meeting with him on the third. So he said everything is good for a two or a Wednesday at 10. So I'm going off of what he says.
Okay.
All right.
Told me all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
And FYI,
Mm-hmm.
not in any program that he was told to be in by court.
Okay. Hey.
And he went to court August. So literally like 4 weeks to get it turned around.
Okay. Well, I wish him the best.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, all the time, Ashley. I appreciate you being on the stream, man. 62 people in here, man. I appreciate all y'all. Y'all don't have to be in here, man. All I'm doing is studying. Hopefully y'all learn something, man. I'm studying for my test, so this is just the rationales, and they're giving me the reason for each answer. So you may learn something, man. I appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all go, like the stream. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. And shoot, that's it. Share the stream, man. Let's get 100 and some people in here. Let's get 100.
If the boss of the client appears agitated, there's not enough to warn the boss, and also if the situation meets the Terisoff requirement, you
I
are
appreciate
warning
that.
the police first, and then the victim. Reminding the client you are a mandated reporter could be done at some point, but really when you want to end this point.
He said, I hate you, Mr. Ray. Your videos are good, but I get mad. Why you get mad, Benny? What I do, bro?
Most
I appreciate the
important
honesty.
is to insist on clarifying the nature of the statement, of the threat. 47. A couple seeks therapy to improve their communication. During an initial session, the couple reports that their arguments frequently get physical because the wife makes the husband so mad. The therapist should first, A, explore the ways in which the wife makes the husband mad, B, discuss a safety plan, C, require the couple to sign a no violence contract, or D, refer each of them to individual therapy. You're going to want to do D, refer each of them to individual therapy, because couples therapy is contraindicated. You don't do couples therapy when there's domestic violence going on, and here their fights get physical. So A is colluding with the husband and saying that the
Yeah, we ain't worried about him, Ron. He tripping.
and there's actually no such thing as a no violence contract with domestic violence. So if anyone picked that one's just not something that exists. So the best answer to 47 is D. 48. A court-ordered client with a history of violence shares that he is really pissed off at his former boss and is going to wait for him after work one of these days to make him pay. When the therapist asks the client what he means by the statement, the client tells him angrily to forget it. How should the therapist proceed? Document the exchange in notes, A. B. Remind client of the limits of confidentiality. C. Inform the police. D. Warn the boss. So in this one would be, the right answer would be C, inform the police. He has a history of violence and he has an imminent plan. It's sometime after, one of these days after work, and it's an identifiable other. So this would be a situation where you would want to notify the police about the scenario. So the best answer is C, and then you'd want to document that in your notes. In these questions, if you have to choose between notifying law enforcement or the victim, we would start with law enforcement. Ideally, in this particular case, you would want to do both, since that would be the most protective step. However, since you are forced to choose between the two, you should start with law enforcement.
Always
49.
start with law
During
enforcement.
the third session, a client discloses that he murdered someone 1 year ago. After clarifying the person was not a minor, the therapist should A. Inform the client that a mandated report is required, B. Explore the client's motive, C. Notify the police, D. Keep the client's disclosure confidential. The answer here is D, so it's a little disturbing, but you would keep the client's disclosure confidential. 50. While doing an intake assessment with a 22-year-old girl, the client reports to the therapist that she recently had been feeling sad and anxious due to recent family problems. She also states that before coming to meet the therapist, she took an entire bottle of Advil, saying she wanted to kill herself. The therapist should first, A. Request the client's consent to call 911, B. Determine the number of pills she took, C. Call 911 immediately, D. Bring the client to the nearest hospital. So you're gonna wanna do C, call 911 immediately. You do not need to get consent from the client to do so, because it's a suicide, so you have a right to break confidentiality. It's a gray area, and this would constitute a reason to do that. The client may say no, they don't want you to, so you do it anyway. The best answer is C.
I appreciate that, man. I haven't done solo quads in a while either. That was my first time ever actually doing it, and it went well, so I'm gonna try it again.
Current client begins to attend an AA meeting where the therapist serves as secretary. B, a current client and the therapist are both enrolled in the same art class at the local art studio. C, a therapist can exercise took. C, call 911 immediately. D, bring it would constitute a reason to do that. The client may say no, they don't want you to, so you do it anyway. The best answer is C. 51. Which of the following situations would constitute an unethical dual relationship? A, a current client begins to attend an AA meeting where the therapist serves as secretary. B, a current client and the therapist are both enrolled in the same art class at the local art studio. C, a therapist continues to receive services from a massage therapist who became a client after having provided services for the therapist. D, 2 years following a client's termination of therapy, the client and therapist meet each other on the street and decide to have lunch. So the right answer is C. So if we look at A, B, and D, A and B are very similar.
I'm doing good, bro. How are you, Jonathan?
Places outside where you can have some overlap, a meeting or a class, but it's not like an intense relationship or intimate relationship. The 2 years following treatment having lunch, that's an okay thing to do. C is the one thing where it's getting services from a client while you're seeing them as a therapist.
Yeah, I took them out. I'm getting my hair rebraided on Thursday. So if y'all want me to go live, man, get my hair braided, let me know. I might do that.
As being unique in some way, and C is definitely that. So it has a dual relationship. So it could also be seeing a hairdresser or some other kind of service that you'd use regularly, physical therapist. So C is the best answer to 51. 52.
Maybe both.
A 27-year-old male with a history of hospitalization
Maybe
for
both.
bipolar and alcohol abuse.
Grace, what up?
Stopped taking his medication, became manic, and resumed drinking. At his landlord's request, the police took him to the hospital and arranged an involuntary admission to the psychiatric unit. The client has all the following rights, except the right to A, refuse treatment. Can he refuse treatment? Yes, he can. B, refuse to give his permission to the hospital staff to contact his family.
So I have an appointment. Normally I would do cut my own hair, but I got an appointment for Thursday. So after I get my hair braided, I'm going to the barber shop. So I'll have a video for you. I'm studying right now. I'm studying for my test. So I'm just chilling right now.
Leave. So the answer to 52 is D. 53. A couple brings their adult son to meet with his therapist. Can he refuse treatment? Yes, he can. B, refuse to give his permission to the hospital staff to contact his family. He can do that. Keep the record of his admission confidential. Yes, he can do that. Leave the hospital when he chooses.
Nope.
No, he can't do that. When he's taken in on involuntary admission, he can't leave the hospital if he decides to.
A lot of people don't watch my Call of Duty content though, man, but I can do like a 2 hour. Not that long, man. I can't be on the game that long, but yeah.
The son is diagnosed with schizophrenia and lives with them.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, Samuel. Shout out to you, bro.
The son assaulted the father, and now they are afraid of him. They are not sure he is taking his medication.
Says, do you still give upcoming waivers advice? Of course, man. I'm always gonna be a waiver, man. Kendrick or Drake? Oh man, I really don't care, but I would go with Kendrick, man. But both artists are fire. But I'm on the West Coast, man. We got to go with Kendrick. They just not like us. But they not like us.
In the interview, the therapist finds that the client is psychotic, agitated, and unwilling to be hospitalized. What
quote of the day? Consistency is key. Good afternoon, my dear brother. What up, what up? I normally wear earrings like on a special occasion, like if I'm going out with my wife or something. See, look like DC. DC Young Fly? Ooh. Oh, no, I ain't saying your name, man. He says, Samuel Rogers, are you telling the truth? Who is Samuel Rogers? Who is that? You watch the Cobb vids? All right, well then I'll make some.
What should the therapist do first? A. Encourage the client's father to file a police report of
Who
the
is
assault.
DC?
B. Work towards emergency psychiatric commitment. C. Assist the parents in filing a restraining order. D. Attempt to convince the client to take his medication. So let's look at these, what's appropriate right now, where he's sitting there, you're in an interview, the client's psychotic, agitated, he's refusing to go voluntarily into the hospital. So B is the best answer. You want to work towards an emergency psychiatric commitment. This would be another way of saying an involuntary commitment, another way of saying a 5150. The test can sometimes word things and kind of this alternate.
Now chat. Do I look like DC Young Fly? How old are you? You tell me, how old do I look?
Now, doing a restraining order doesn't make sense. And attempting the client to take his medication, we don't know or not whether he's taking it or not. And also the state that he is in, it doesn't make sense to try to be convincing him when he's in a psychotic, agitated state. So the best answer here is B. And one of the clues here is he's unwilling to be hospitalized. So that's showing that he's not willing to go voluntarily. So that's where you would want to work towards an involuntary or emergency
43?
psychiatric commitment, which is answer B. 54. A 16-year-old girl seeks treatment. She was referred by her school because her grades have been dropping and she falls asleep in class. She shares that her mother's boyfriend recently moved in with them and she doesn't like him. You notice bruising on her wrists. She doesn't want her mom to find out she's talking to you. At this point, legally, you should A. Obtain a release for school records. B. Explain to her that you need her mother's consent because she's a minor. C. Report child abuse. D. Ask how she got the bruises on her wrists. So, remember when you're doing a child abuse report or any kind of mandated report, you want to imagine making the phone call and to CPS. And
Not
in this
34.
case, there's not enough to make the report. You want to ask one more question. You want to ask her about how she got the bruises on her wrist. Maybe she got them from volleyball during PE. So you want to find out, you want to ask how she got the bruises. How she answers, what she answers is going to be enough, support for you to decide whether or not you need to make a report. So remember on the test, sometimes assessing
35.
further is the right answer for child abuse. It's not always you have to report. You want to imagine making the report and whether or not there's enough in the vignette and the question stem to file a report. In this case, the best thing to do would be D, to ask how she got the bruises, and then you would make a determination. Obtaining a release for school records. You
probably
have
this
to do
weekend,
that.
Saturday.
Legally, you have to get that, but you don't need to do it right now. And that you don't need the mom's consent because she's 16, and there's not enough right now to report child abuse. Question 55. A therapist has been seeing a client with a history of depression for over a year. The client reports feeling bad and having suicidal ideation, but denies having a plan and promises not to take any action on those feelings. This therapist still feels concerned about the client. How should the therapist respond? A. Have the client sign a no-harm contract. Well, you already got the client to promise you not to do anything, so this seems a little excessive. B. Discuss voluntary hospitalization. Well, does it have a plan and is promising you not to take action, so that would not be the appropriate step to take. C. Suggest making contact between sessions is a good option. D. Document the therapist's concerns in the client's file. That's something you could also do, but
wait,
you definitely
yeah,
would want to
appreciate
do
you.
C, talking about making contact between sessions. So the best answer to 55 is C. 56. A client comes to therapy on the advice of her sister. She shares that she is unhappy in her current relationship but is afraid to leave. She states that her boyfriend is very jealous and gets physically aggressive when she makes him angry. She adds that he is also very loving most of the time and can't imagine not being with him. The therapist should first, A, discuss a safety plan to escape the violence. B, acknowledge her ambivalence. C, ask how she makes him mad. D, recommend couples therapy. So I hope people can see that C and D would both be out. So discussing a safety plan to escape her violence, to escape the violence, that kind of leads to makes it sound like you're pushing the client to leave the situation, not escape. Acknowledging her ambivalence. So is she ambivalent?
Yeah, so
Sure, she's unhappy.
I'm studying to be a licensed clinical social worker. So I'm studying right now. So yeah.
But she's afraid to leave. She's she's loving most of the time and can't imagine not being
What's the
with
money
him.
move?
So The place to start would be acknowledging her ambivalence. This starts where she's at. This supports self-determination. Then you could also at some point discuss a safe her violence, to escape the violence. That kind of leads to like makes it sound
Red,
like
are you
pushing the
really
client to
you
leave
really
the situation,
subscribed,
not
bro?
escape. Acknowledging her ambivalence. So is she ambivalent? Yeah, she shares she's in doubt. The therapist should first A, discuss a safety plan to escape the violence. B, acknowledge her ambivalence. C, ask how she makes him mad. D, recommend couples therapy.
I appreciate that, Red.
I hope people can see that C and D
Shout
are
out to
both
you,
the
bro.
out. So discussing
Hey,
a safety plan to escape
anybody that
the
wants
violence,
to donate, make
escape
sure
the
you do
violence,
so.
that kind of leads to like makes it sound like you're pushing the client to leave the situation, not escape. Acknowledging her ambivalence. So is she ambivalent? Yeah, she shares she's unhappy. If she's afraid
Calvin,
to
what up?
leave, she's can't
Nah, you
imagine
gotta donate. No more. We
loving
ain't giving
most
out
of
no
the
more
time.
free shout
Can't
outs,
imagine
man.
not being with him. So the place to
Y'all
start would
taking
be
too long.
acknowledging her ambivalence. This starts where she's at. This supports self-determination. Then you could also at some point discuss a safety plan, just in general, not one to escape the
Appreciate
violence,
that.
but just one to protect her from the violence. So the best answer to 56 is B.
I appreciate that, Ashley.
57,
I'm gonna make you a mod.
Is treating a woman diagnosed with psychotic disorder, but with no history of violence. During a session, the woman presents as delusional and paranoid. She tells the therapist she is convinced that her husband is going to kill her. The client then becomes increasingly agitated, tells the therapist that she's going to kill her husband before he can kill her, and runs out of the office. What is the best course of action for the therapist?
Call the police.
A, maintain confidentiality since the client has no history of violence. B, call the husband and warn him of the client's statement and behavior. C, call the police and warn them of the client's statement and behavior. D, physically restrain the client until the police arrive. So the best answer
C.
is C, call the police. This would be a Terisoff example.
Yep.
Also, the police could help you with the 5150 or getting the pet team involved. So the best answer here is C, it's the fastest thing to do. Physically restraining the client wouldn't necessarily be advisable. Maintain the confidentiality. There's enough here to really worry that the client may do something because of her mental state. So even though she doesn't have a history, you would still want to notify the police.
Get out of here, Kiki and TJ. Sick of y'all. Look like he rolled out of bed. Fell for 15 stories.
A client is admitted to an emergency room with a broken
Hilarious.
jaw. She claims that she fell down the stairs and doesn't want to talk about it. Her boyfriend shows up an hour later, brings her flowers, and then leaves her work. After completing the initial assessment, the therapist should
Do I like cheese? That's all
A,
right.
confront the client about the denial of domestic violence. B, provide psychoeducation about the cycle of violence. C, make a safety plan for the client. Or D, provide the client with a referral to domestic violence shelter. So we have a person here that looks clearly like it's domestic violence. She's saying she doesn't want to talk about it. Confronting the
Appreciate
client
that, Daniel.
wouldn't be a good thing to do. So A is out. B, providing psychoeducation of the cycle of violence. Well, she said she doesn't want to talk about it, so just talking about the cycle of violence isn't a great thing to do. C is wrong because it says that you're making a safety plan for the client. You always want to include the client in the
I
process of making a
subscribe.
safety
Appreciate
plan.
Ethan. What up?
That one's out. Providing the client with a referral to domestic violence shelter is the best thing you can do in this situation. So you're not going to talk much to her about it, but you can just say here, give her a card and say, if you ever need a safe place to go, here's this, and put it in your purse, something like that. So that you're making sure that you get a resource
Appreciate
to the
that.
client.
What up,
Safety is
Derek?
the best answer.
Said fart for
59,
you.
A 17-year-old girl
Freaky.
informs you that she was recently raped by her 21-year-old neighbor and is worried that she may be pregnant but does not want her parents to find out. What legal obligations does the therapist have? A, report child abuse. B, maintain confidentiality. C, provide family planning resources. D, inform the parents. So if she's
Easy.
17 years old, she's a minor, she had involuntary sex with somebody.
You're welcome,
so that
bro.
would be a child abuse report.
Miss
A is
B,
the right
what up, what up,
answer.
what up, what up?
And even if it was a 17-year-old and another 17-year-old, even if the other person was also a minor, if it was involuntary sex, it would be reporting child abuse. So the right answer
I'm over
is
here
A.
studying, Derek. I'm chilling,
Question
man.
60. A therapist would be in violation of California law regarding record keeping if the therapist, A, refuses to allow a client to access his or her records.
Lupe,
B,
what up?
stored records electronically. C, failed to keep adult clients' records for at least 10 years following termination. Or D, backdated therapy sessions when they received a request for records. So You can refuse to allow a client
I'm
to
doing
access your
good.
records if you have
Doing
reason
good.
to.
How are you?
You can store your records electronically. Failing to keep the records for at least 10 years, the law is 7 years. So at least
Yeah, I'm about to take a
7
break.
years is okay. If you don't do it for 10 years, you're
Chop it up
fine.
with
So
y'all
we're
for a
just
little
recording
bit.
is okay. And D, backdating therapy sessions. So if a therapist
Have
goes
y'all
in
seen
and
Inside Out
backdates
movie?
therapy sessions, say you didn't keep notes for a really long time, then you go back and you write a bunch of notes and you backdate those notes, that's illegal. That's against the law. So D is the right answer. Backdating therapy sessions when you request for records is illegal.
All right, we are done with the first. Boom, we got one more video left. Ethan, what up? Thanks so much. I've never got my. Hey man, I appreciate you, Ashley. Man, you're a really nice person. You know, just make sure that you on the live streams, man. I see you, Derek. Just come on the live streams. You know, anybody saying weird stuff, just block them. Time them out for a second, man. You know, I appreciate the support, man. Anybody else that can join my live streams and help out, just let me know. Okay, mood. That's it. I guess, yeah. Jesus loves you. Hey, man, I love him. Yes, Lord. Block who with your banana pen. This dude John Smith funny as hell. You funny, bro. Monk man, what up? That's funny. Alright, this is what I want y'all to do, man. Everybody go over to my new video and go comment on it. I'm about to I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. Doritos once. Nah. Handsome, can you be my boyfriend? I appreciate it, but I'm married. I'm sorry. Can't happen. I'm sure you find somebody. I got to go to sleep, man. I'm sorry. All right, have a good one. Have a good one. Appreciate you joining the live. All right, so this is what I need y'all to do, man. Everybody, go over to my video that I'm gonna post in here. I want y'all to. Who am I married to? My wife. All right, go over to my new video, and I want y'all to go comment live stream. I can't afford love, but I can afford time. That's a fact. And not everybody is worth your time. Remember that too. Not everybody is worth your time. But yeah, go over to my new video and comment live stream and come back. And then whoever I see comment first will. Oh man, you tripping. But yeah, go over to my video, hit live, comment live stream, and come back. Then comment done. And the first person will be the pinned comment. I'm gonna pin it. Said block him, please. Who? Who needs to be blocked, man? Who over here talking crazy? Anybody was just brand new? Sarah. Oh yeah, Sarah on some weird stuff, man. I'm gonna put Sarah on a timeout, man. She got 5 minutes. Sarah gone now, man. Sarah out of here. Did you like the Inside Out movie? Haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen it yet, but I will see it soon. Everybody in the city do. All right, Ethan, you keep saying you spamming done. I'm about to check right now, bro. Live stream done. All right, you are gonna be pinned. Appreciate you. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for the comment. Let's go by Sarah. Facts. Sarah, up out of here, man. What up, Ron? Ron is back. Joseph, what up? Joseph is back. All right, let's pin him. Let's pin it. All right, pin comment. There we go. All right, come on. I need more of y'all. Everybody go over there and comment live stream, man. I need to see y'all in the comment section. Come on, we got 57 people in here, man. 51 now. Come on, man. Show love. Show love in the comment section. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, what y'all got planned for today, man? Did y'all watch the basketball game yesterday? Y'all see that Boston Celtics won it all? They got that. They won that. We are 500 away from 270K. We almost there, y'all. We almost there, y'all. Y'all see this? Show y'all. Your family is nasty. You said Dallas lost. I'm not sad they lost. Family watching your live stream. I appreciate that, Joseph, man. Have them all subscribe too. What you doing this summer? Nothing much. Nothing much. My bad, I'm late on y'all comments, man. I didn't see them. All right, so look. That's where we at right now. We moving, y'all. We moving. Can we get one? Can we get... Oh, my goodness. English or Spanish. Oh, my God. Look, you are getting timed out. We're sick of this, bro. We're sick of this. What color? What color? I don't have no Tesla. How do you get on live stream? You just start it up. You're the best. Appreciate that. It's English or Spanish. Get out of here, bro. Going on in 1 minute. We sick of it, bro. We don't care. You remember me? I think so. I think I remember that picture. I have 9 dogs and 12 cats. Whew, you got a lot of money there. That's a lot, man. All right. No, I don't have no pets. Had a dog, but you do not have 12 kids, man. Get out of here. You ain't got 12 of them things, man. Yeah, if you want to donate to the stream, man, do so. Do so. Yeah, Sprite, yeah, can I have a shout out? It's my birthday. Oh, I don't believe it, show. Everybody come on saying it's their birthday and they want a shout out. He said I was a dog once. All right, Ashley, I'll see you for sure. Have a good one. Facts, man. It probably is, man. Shout out to her. It's her birthday, man. How old are you today? I'm 12. I'm 12 today. Oh, man. Whew. Peace out. Peace out. Do I watch hentai? No. What is that? Let me see. I never heard of that. Oh, nah, I don't watch that. Superhero? Look like some freaky anime. Yeah, some freak anime stuff, boy. Nah, I don't watch this. Yeah, they naked and all type of stuff. Make this man go to 300K. Facts, man. Let's go. Get the people in here. We need 500 more. Well, we need, yeah, not 500. I can see your reflection in your glasses. Hey, yeah, I ain't never seen this before. Nobody knows and do. I love your YouTube channel. Appreciate that, Justin. I appreciate it. Glad y'all feeling the content, man. I know there's other people that do the same stuff, but I try to put my own twist on it. But I mark that name and watch it tonight, man. I don't know. This looks like some porno, freaky anime stuff, man. I ain't into this. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Trip, what up? Yeah, this look like some freak anime stuff, man. This is not in my league. I'm straight. He said you like the reality ones. I don't want to watch no flicks. I'm straight. I don't need to watch that. I'll just do my own. What you doing to do today? I'm just working. Life is good, man. You know, just working. Just working, man. Got one more meeting at 4, and then I'm chilling. So let me. Whoa! I gotta put you on a timeout, my guy. I can't even play like that with you. You gotta get a timeout. This man said, "I'm kidding. Oh, I can't go. No, sir. Sorry." The nigga said, "Let me hit." No, you tripping. Nigga weird. Get out of here with that, bro. Can't do it. How old am I? I guess my life isn't good. My dog died. Dang, man. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear your dog pass, man. I know dogs can, they become one of the families. I don't have a problem with summer, but it doesn't really change nothing. It's just hotter for me. Yeah, I'm still working. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You look nice. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't take it like that, E. 500 to do a prank call. I got you. Send it. What's the number? Jessica, what up? What's the number? A pit bull killed the German Shepherd. Man, German Shepherds ain't no punk though. Hey man, can't be playing like that. Can't be playing. I appreciate you back. Now you know. But yeah, I want to do prank calls, man. Y'all gotta send the super chats, man. Send the super chat with the phone number, and I got it. Oh my goodness, Jessica, y'all get out of here, man. This dude crazy. Do 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 do. Yo yo. So yeah. Oh my, Jessica, get out of here, bro. You doing too much now. We ain't got time for all that, man. Okay, bye, Jessica. Let me get you up out of here, man. You doing too much. Let's put you on a little timeout. Ethan is back. What up? What up? Y'all the ones making me want to stay on, but these weirdos are coming in here with all this extra stuff, man. Trash. Dirty six. Let's do 40 then. Yep. What is girl? What is one green flag and one red flag about a girl? Green flag is like to laugh, really nice, can talk. Red flag, I don't know. I don't know, man. I only know my wife, so I ain't really tripping. I don't have like a green or a red flag for nobody. But if a woman can't laugh, that's a red flag. That's trash. You gotta have somebody that can laugh, not be serious all the time. Jokes and stuff, Gotta have that. Somebody in the bad news. All right, we got 261 votes in here, man. I appreciate everybody that voted. Let's see. We got 66% is not subscribed. Are you serious, bro? 66% of y'all are not subscribed to the channel. Yeah, I know how to sing a little bit. I can sing a little bit, man. What's a red flag, Ethan? Bonnie, you're singing. All right, I'm gonna sing something. What do I want to sing? It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Oh yeah, I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me. Can I subscribe? Please do. If they are Karen. I know a lady named Karen. She's super nice though. I pull up, anticipating good love. Don't keep me waiting. I got plans. I'm in the office. Can't sing in here, man. I never seen, girl, you know what I mean. Let me take you to a place nice and quiet. There ain't no one at to interrupt. Can you like this video? You better not subscribe. I'll be back. Did you just subscribe? Them videos are so fun to make. Who's my favorite song? I don't have one. I just wanna take it nice and slow. Compared to my previous 65% more. Now here we are, riding around town, contemplating where you want to lay you down. Na-na-na. Man, I cannot wait until July, man. I can't get my YouTube plaque until July. Dang, Carl. Yeah, I used to play hoop. Pull over and get this thing started right now. I wanna do something pretty to you, babe. I don't think they heard me. No, I don't have any sons, man. I got 4 daughters. Calling my name. They call me USHEROAYN Man, tell me what you gonna do with me. Got a nigga feeling like Joe to see. Mm. Said you're the only boy in your family. Hey man, you blessed. I bet this video can get the same number of likes and comments. I bet this video can get the same number of likes. How old am I? How old do I look? How old do I look? I bet this video can get the same number of likes and comments. Oh. 35 is the number. Yes, sir. If I was 21, man. 21. All right. It's funny how you can look different when your hair is long versus short versus weight on your face, like all that stuff, bro. Plays a factor in how you look, how old you look, and everything. Do. Support channel memberships. You can't look that old. All right, y'all. I need y'all to become members, man. I need a couple of y'all to become members. I need some more members on here. So somebody become a member. Somebody right now. Somebody become a member. All right, come on. Somebody can become a member right now so I can see. Somebody become a member before I get off of here. I appreciate it. Khalid, what are you keep putting these L's in the chat, bro? I'm about to get you up out of here, too. You about to be up out of here. You got one more L to put, and then you up out of here, bro. God, can't do it. Oh, people will. Maybe not you, because you broke. But people will. Up, he put another L. He out of here. See you in 1 minute. I'll give you a little minute one for right now. Oh, now Haley putting it. What you doing, Doug? Show more. Videos. Create a members only post. Okay. Dub, you got one more L2, man. Sick of you. Can you give me a shout out? Appreciate that. Enemy. Popular. That's right, no problem. My cat said hi. My state, California. Hope you have the best life. Appreciate that. You too. Oh my God, he's back. We out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, y'all. What we about to do? I'm about to get off of here. It was fun. I got on for an hour, man. So that's the best thing. I already know, man. Appreciate everybody that joined the stream today, man. Good hour stream, man. I'm gonna start definitely doing it more often. Yeah, Khalid, you a bum. I'm still putting you on a 24-hour timeout now. Yeah, see you in 24 hours, loser. Lame ass boy. But yeah, like I said, man, We ain't doing nothing but being positive, man. Y'all already know, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate everybody that joined the live stream. Yeah, more lives to come, man. Appreciate all my members. If you want to become a member, come on over, you know, and do that, man. But I'm up out of here. Salute.